Baby, we're children of summer, we're meant to be free. Hearted, we're not like the others, no reason to be. And my ventures, they brought me to places I've never been. But you can walk through this world without a few punches upon your chin.
Oh, be careful, guys. Oh, oh, jeepers. You guys just run.
Don't run. Go away, I'm the mama.
Okay, well, they gotta go that way. They're gonna see the cat and take off running. Just let them get in the pool. Hi guys, so welcome to Thursday. I have been trying to do this for a while now, okay. So I'm gonna make my pepper jelly. I'm not gonna vlog it because I'd rather just hurry up and get it done. But if you want, just look up a pepper jelly recipe. It's fairly simple. You will need, I know, I'm not gonna show you guys, but I'll show you guys everything you need. You need apple cider vinegar, about, depending on how much you're gonna make, a cup. I'm planning on making more. You need your pectin. I'm gonna get my jars ready too. But I feel like I have to get this done, and that way it's done. I could do it tomorrow though. It's so late right now. I probably won't be done, so if I make it and do it, I think I just talked myself out of it. And then he wants to go get wood. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. I have more time because by the time I get done with it now, it's 4 o'clock and then I have to make it, so it might be done by 6. Then I have to jar it, then I have to boil the jars, and then, you know what I'm saying? So maybe it's a good thing that I wait. I could go make a few, I do have a shirt to make. I could go make a few washcloths for the farm stand, and I need to finish editing a vlog. I just feel like I haven't been that productive today, but I have been because I got some other things that I had to get done, like taking pictures of the chicks that are outside. And fully, I think it's because there's so many and they're different breeds that it's like, just someone come get them. So I have 3 full bantams, 2, there's actually 5 in there, 2 we're gonna keep, and as soon as, you know, in a little while I'm gonna go ahead and move them out. My husband was gonna go get the wood for the chicken coop so we can finish that. I also need some dirt so I can transplant this. I have in a pot next to the chicken coop, I planted some Shasta daisies last year. They never did come up. They came up full bloom this year, and they are just outgrown that pot and they need a bigger pot, so I was just going to transplant them into the garden. And the area I want to do it, there's nothing there, so I'm going to like put down some newspaper or cardboard and then just pile it up with dirt and then put the Shasta daisy, transplant it there. So that's the plan. I would like to do that today if I had the dirt, but we don't have the dirt. And then I listed the Indian runners on Facebook. You're not supposed to sell your animals on Facebook, but there's groups that you can go on there and say, I have these available. And if people want to message you, they can private message you about them. So we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping to get rid of them. I am gonna try to keep 3 of them. They're so cute, you guys. So me and my husband were trying to come up with ideas on how. He's like, well, it'll just be 3 days. Papa will just have to watch them for 3 days. If you have them in the big brooder, they will be fine in the big brooder for 3 days. They would have plenty of food and plenty of water, and then they would have their heater on if they need it. So it's pretty hot here, so I don't know if they, I mean, it's 90s, but they need it like 99. You know, they might need a little. Probably at night is when they mainly would need it. So got my cat food with me. I made this bag. There's a teapot. $3. $3. Oh dear.
But look, this is what he looks like.
Hi guys. Our dishwasher is going. So the plan today is to make this jelly, but Australia has to be to work in just a couple hours, so I'm not going to start it like right now because we have to leave in like an hour and a half. So, but I do plan on making it, so I think once I get her dropped off and get back, I will go ahead and start it and go from there. We're gonna have chicken tenders, or not tenders, chicken nuggets. So I made it the other day just on a whim because I had 2 chicken breasts left and all of these people to eat it. I could have, you know, made some kind of a chicken dish and divvied it up, but I decided to chop it into little like Chick-fil-A pieces, and I rolled it in egg, and then I rolled it in my flour and breadcrumb mixture with some salt, some pepper, and I put a bunch of dill in it. And so that's, and then I just deep fried it. And both Evan and my husband said those were like the best chicken nuggets that they have had. They're like, they were just, they said the combination of that with my homemade ranch, that it was just great. So my husband said I could make that again if I wanted, because he really liked it. So we have 2 chicken breasts I saved out, and so that's what we're gonna do. And honestly, it made enough chicken, like doing those little bite pieces, because I think I had like 4 chicken bites, maybe 5, and you know, there was enough to go around. You know, I guess it just depends on how you divvy up your meat, like what you make. Like with a pound of burger, you know, you can make a big meal for everybody because that pound of burger gets split up, you know, into little pieces. Rather than making hamburger patties, you can only make a couple hamburger patties out of a pound of burger. Anyway, we were supposed to go to Lowe's to go get the 5 for $10 dirt so I can transplant some stuff and do some stuff, but we didn't. He said we'll go maybe tomorrow. So we just went to the Goodwill, we went to the Salvation Army, and then we went to another Goodwill, and then we come home. Actually, then we got the girls' lunch at McDonald's. But I'll show you guys. So I gotta clean a brooder out. She's got the ducks and the chicks. So first off, I sold 8 chicks earlier this week. The other 10 were spoken for. 1 is not doing good. It's small. It's got something wrong with its leg. I don't think it's gonna make it. I have it in the incubator right now because it was getting stepped on and pushed around, and it was cold. So I figured the incubator was the warmest place, and it can stay in there for, I put some little water and little, because I don't know if these other 2 eggs are gonna hatch. So right now it's 2 eggs, and you're not supposed to constantly open your incubator. Like, you gotta keep that moisture and that heat, you know. But like I said, I don't think these eggs are, I don't know. They're still I think they still got another day and a half. But I found this frame at the Goodwill for $1, and I don't know, I just love these little frames of the gems. So I'm going to, in my farm stand, I have a frame that's already got jewels and stuff on it, and I'm going to have employee of the month. My husband said I should do week, but I'm like, that might be too much work for me to do, you know, to get a hat. I have this little chicken hat I'm gonna put on the chicken, and I got a little necklace I'm gonna put on the chicken, and take her picture and print it off and put it in the frame, and she's going to be the employee of the month. And then I figured in this one I was gonna put honorary mention or something, and I was gonna do a rooster. I mean, it'll be alright. He ain't gonna wear a hat or a necklace though, but I just thought it'd be funny. We'll see what we do. Or I might just use it for something else. But then I saw this frame. I bought it for the frame and not for the saying. It was $1. And let's see if we can get this tag off. I got Gooby. It's not Goo Gone, it's like sticky remover.
What did I put on?
They should put it, Clueless, they should put it on the back of these. Like, why stick it right on the glass where you know it's gonna have a hard time coming off? Okay, we're gonna have to just, you know what? I don't even use the glass in my, so I embroider something in them, and I don't even use glass. So anyway, it says hope, kindness, space, I think it says kindness. Starts with a K. No, it doesn't. Now I need to know what it says. Something. Kiss. Kiss. Starts with a K. Keep. Keep. We were way off. I didn't think kindness made sense anyway, but I knew it started with a K. And I am not doing anything but getting that dirty with this rusty old scraper that I use on my stove. Hope. Keep your face to the sunshine and you cannot see the shadows. Helen Keller. So, and it has a little thing on the back. It says artist code Diane, trained blah 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 blah. But I thought it would be really cute for a design of some sort, because it hangs this way. Honestly, I honestly thought about doing it that way, but this would be nice too. It was $1, and I like the fact that it's green. So that's something I'm going to be putting in my farm stand, is little pictures like that. And I offered them at my yard sale. They got a lot of attention, but nobody wanted to pay the price for them. And I don't think my price was high at all. They were between $10 and $15. And you know, I have to take into consideration the cost of the frames that I buy. So I try to keep them fairly cheap, under $3. And then, you know, the time it takes to embroider out each design and, you know, what it is. And yeah, so some of them were $10, and that's if the frame was $1. It was $10. And some were I think there was one $15 one because I paid up for the frame, but anyway, like this one is $1. If I embroider some kind of like daisies, can you see it, like embroidered daisies, I take the glass out, and then so just little things I'm offering. In my farm stand, I am trying to integrate some of my hobbies, like some things that I like to do, like, you know, embroidery. So I want to offer some embroidered items in my wash, like the sewn washcloths that I do. I've got a bunch of them, so reuse them all the time. So this one is just flowers, and I like them. And then I'm gonna embroider stuff on towels and offer those. And what else? Okay, so then I'm doing flowers. You guys know that. I'm planting tons and tons of flowers. They're coming up. So I've got some zinnias already popping out. So hopefully by the time we get back from Michigan, things will be blooming and I can do some of my bouquets. So I've got all these vases today. 11. All different kinds, styles, and such. Let's see. And I actually found these at the Goodwill. And this is so me. This is so coated like me. This is like the stuff I look for and love. And although I'm no longer like buying things for myself per se, like things decorative wise and stuff, I feel like I've got too much already, and that I did sell a ton at the yard sale, and I could probably have another yard sale and sell a ton, and I might do that at a later date and time. But unless I have a good idea to profit from it, I don't buy it. So like the picture frames, profitable, I'm going to make that something and put it in there. And then the vases, profitable, I'm doing flowers for my stand. And then these, I wanted them for myself, and my husband's like, oh yeah, I like those. So there's this one and this one. And this one still has a little bit of something sticky, like right here, like, but here's the side that doesn't have the sticky. And they are totally stackable. Isn't that pretty? Wouldn't that be pretty on a shelf? So there's 4 of them. I was buying 2 of them, and then I told my husband I have this idea to get some of my plants, because you know I can just clip a little bit off and throw it in the dirt with some water and it will grow. I've done it four times already. Actually 5 times. I forgot that one hanging up. I'll show you the latest, one of the latest ones I did.
You know what?
What?
I put right here in the second.
This guy needs water. This was one of the latest. I don't know if you remember when I thrifted this. I thought a plant would look really cute in it. Tear off some of my dead ones. But I mean, it's doing great. It's got new growth on it, and all I did was cut it off my plant and stick it in here. You can do the water method where you stick it in water and do it, but because this don't have drainage holes in it, I have rocks at the bottom just to kind of keep it, you know, I don't want it to have a whole bunch of water in there and it get root rot or anything like that. So yeah, so this is, so I'm like, I could tear this one off, even though it's not all the way dead, but it doesn't need to waste any energy in a leaf that is already dying. So.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
So, if I did that, picture it. I'm gonna put some little pebbles or something in the bottom, put some dirt in there, and just get a little snippet, something of those. Have them in here, have them start rooting and growing, and sell them as little plants in this little cup, this little vintage cup. My husband's like, oh, those are awesome. I bet you they're worth something on eBay. You should look them up, see what they're worth, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, even if you know, if you sell one for $10, you made $8 off one cup. And I'm like, yeah. I said, but I'd have to ship them. And right now, I'm just really trying to get away from that for now. I'm in this phase that, you know, I don't know. I'm in a like an extreme, just tired of it. You know what I mean? I think I've been on this road for a while of, you know, stopping selling on Etsy. There was a time, you guys, when I was on fire on Etsy. I made no less than $1,000 a week. That my payment to me from Etsy was no less than $1,000 a week. And that went on for months, you know. That's the way my shop was. And then COVID hit, the market got flooded, and it's, you know, it just went downhill. Holy cow. This is like at a mall near us. That's the parking lot. A sinkhole. My husband sent that to me. But anyway, I think the market got flooded. Everybody was on there selling, doing the same thing. And then Etsy changed something. Etsy keeps changing things, and it's not working for sellers. I know I'm not the only one. I see it all the time. I see people on Facebook. I see people in Angela Jasmina's group posting about it. It's just not the same. They done this off-site ad thing, and that's what killed me. A majority of my sales are off-site ads sales, and they have a little like micro, like, you know, by their name. Let me see if I can show you without it actually.
Keep an eye on these guys.
Okay, so now, where are you going? I gotta clean the brooder. Keep the lids up, keep the flaps up. I don't want them hopping out. Maybe it's on, I can't see it on here. But when I look online, it will. It has a little showing that they clicked on an off-site ad to order almost all of them. It would be like 1, 1, 1, none, 1, none, 1, 1, 1, you know, off-site ads. And because you have to make over $10,000, I don't know, within the year, or I don't know how it is, but they charge 15% of that sale. So if you get an off-site ad sale, they're going to take 15% of what it sells for. Then Etsy is going to take, I think it's 9.6% is what Etsy ends up taking, 6.9 for something. And then you got to add in a processing fee, 20-cent your listing fee, and 25-cent processing for each card payment. So it ends up, I think it was being 9.6%. So you're spending, they're taking almost 25% of what your item sells for. And so it didn't really dawn on me until I felt like I was working all the time. I was working all the time on these orders. It's, you know, some of them take me all day to make. I have to do, like, if I had like 4 ribbon trims to make and, you know, 8 shirts to make, that took me all day. And sometimes I didn't get done, and I'd have to, you know, get up in the morning and finish what I was doing. And I'm like, I'm working all day, and I only made like $200 and something this week, and I am working all day, and I worked all day yesterday, and I still have all of these orders still that are going to take me, you know. So I'm not profiting. After I added it all up, it'll show you like how much, stop it, it'll show you how much you basically made after they've taken all of their fees out of it. And I'm like, I didn't make hardly anything, and I'm working my tail off for this amount of money. I'm moving them around so they can't jump on that flap, and it's not worth it. It is not worth me to work that hard for that little bit of money just so they can take, you know, so-and-so can take 15%. They're not doing any of the work, they're just advertising it. You know what I mean? It's just an ad. Anyway, long story short, I'm quitting Etsy. I planned on kind of quitting it for the summer. I do have a few items still listed because I don't want to permanently close my shop. Because my husband said, well, what about in the wintertime? What are you going to do for money when, you know, you're not selling vegetables and flowers and having your farm stand? And so I'm like, yeah. So I'm quitting, or I should say I'm tapering off. I have a few things in my shop that are, you know, still listed. And I'm going to leave them at full price. That way, if they want to purchase them at full price, I'm not cutting my throat. And we'll go from there. And I am enjoying, I feel like I'm in retirement, kind of like. And so I've only, you know, I still have a few orders I still have to get out. But it had been slow already that I get 2 shirts done and I'm good for a couple days, and I might get 2 more shirts done. Right now I have 3 open orders, I think. So once I get these 3, one's a ribbon trim too. But it's not due to ship out until next week. So I'm off today. Baby Chance, are you Baby Chance? No, you're Indian Runner. What are you doing? Yeah, so I am going to rely on my other avenues of revenue that I have that are not Etsy related. One of them is YouTube, and so I am trying to post more frequently and get back in the swing of things, because even if it is $100 a month, that's $100, you know what I mean? And it's doing something that I love. And so I want to, you know, post more regularly. I'm going to be doing my farm stand. I think my farm stand will do really good. I know some people, you know, I'm in these sites, and some people are like, I've had it open for 3 days, I haven't got a single sale, blah, blah, blah. I know my neighborhood and my area that I'm in, and that's a really busy road. And so I think that it will do good on that road. There's a farm stand a couple roads over, and that road is not as busy. But she does advertise more towards on the road that I will be on. And I don't find it as competition, because she sells flowers as well, but hers were a lot of peonies. And I want more of a wildflower, and I want, you know, my thrifted vases, and I'm doing embroidery, and I'm going to have peaches. Peaches is our main thing. We won't always have peaches because there's not always peaches, but you know, certain weeks we'll have peaches, and hopefully we'll have eggs all the time, and we'll have duck eggs. And then I got my jellies or my jams. I'm gonna make some pepper jelly that everyone loves that. So I figured that would be a good seller. I'm gonna get some stuff from my sister to stock the stand, and it's just gonna have a lot. And we're making earrings. I ordered some stuff off Temu. The same earrings that I purchased off Temu for like $2. You can actually buy a bunch of the little charms and put them on your own little hooks, and there you go. The earrings are made. You made them. And then, yeah, that's what. And anything, I got some aprons to go in there. Anything else I can think of that, you know, I want to put in my farm stand, I will. And that's the plan. But yeah, I have to go clean this brooder out, and it is very, are you dead? No. It's very nice. I'm enjoying retirement, that I don't feel the pressure of having to have that in the back of my mind, like I have to go and embroider this out, I have to get this out in the mail, I have to go do this, I have to go do this, and then worrying about if the product makes it to them on time, if it makes it there on time. And you know, did I tell you guys about, what are you eating? About my $60-something charge from FedEx, that they said that one of my tutus weighed 14 pounds. And so I was charged an extra $60-something. I got Etsy to reimburse me. They said, but next time you'll have to take it up with FedEx. I'm like, there's no way that a tutu can weigh that much. No way. I'm sorry. Like, that kid wouldn't be able to wear it. But between egg sales, my egg sales is really good. I sold a dozen eggs for $40, you guys. A dozen eggs. 1 dozen of my Bantam eggs for $40. So I plan on to continue selling my eggs, not only on eBay online, but you know, through locally and in the farm stand. Hatching out little babies like this and selling them, because we will have our Indian runners, you know, will reproduce. I want to separate, and then we're building the coops and all that, and I've talked for a very long time, so I really have to get this cleaned out. Man. Oh, I was going to show you one other thing. 2 other things, farm stand related. So let me know in the comments if you have a farm stand, or if you've had a farm stand. And so I did buy some solar cameras to put up in the farm stand. Not only the farm stand, there's 2 in there. I was thinking of doing one like more towards the you know, road, and one, you know, I don't know. But then I'm like, if they work good, I'm actually gonna buy more and put them down at the chicken coop and goat pen. So in case something comes through and wipes out our flock, or does something, you know, or, you know, we'll figure that one out. I did end up buying some chalk markers for the little chalkboards that I have for the farm stand. I got colored ones, so that way Sterling can decorate it with flowers and write. She has really pretty handwriting. She's a really good artist, and so I feel like she can do a really good job. And now I'm going to clean that out, clean this up a little bit, get these baby duckies. Let's see. Here's one. And we are going to try to keep some. So we hatched 8, and I posted 5 for sale. So we will see if we sell them. And then we got Chancey's babies. So Chance and Boy had a baby, and it looks like Boy. So it's part Pekin duck and part anaconda, I don't even know. It's something like anaconda, something like that. That's what Chancey is. It's got a little cute. Let's see, where's Chancey? we got another one that looks like Chansey. So it's going to be, all the yellow is going to turn white, and then it's going to be black and white, and you're so cute. And it's got the little feet too with a little, just like the other one. Yeah, so we got 3 that resemble boy and 1 that looks like mama. Yeah. Yeah. Have you hugged it up today? You're so cute. I just love you so much. You got some slumber on my cheek, I feel it. You did. You got some slumber on my cheek. I feel it. What do you think about that? Okay. Let me wash my hand. Well, I ain't gonna bother. I gotta clean out a brooder. We're at Walmart. I'm grabbing some of these for my dish towels.
He ain't had no friends for 7 things.
Look at that. Look at that.
Welcome to the vlog. Did you cut your hair? It's all tucked in the back of your shirt, so I thought you cut it. It's been raining. Cats and dogs. I think I did. Those boots aren't made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk on the road. We made our way to the mall, of all places. Weird. Another place I like to go quite often, Lowe's. Louise.
We got more pipes and we got more drums.
Gonna lay down the pipe. I like your wood.
Is that enough wood we need? Mama.
6
Itty bitty spider. Door's open. Look at the spider. Itty bitty spider.
It's a jumping spider. It is so
See if it
cute.
jumps.
Oh, come here.
We're
Oh my
at
goodness.
the beacon. We went to Harbor Freight. Now we're gonna go get us some boba tea.
It's actually talking to me. It said, It said me.
There's a hummingbird.
Mama,
Hmm.
I'm keeping it.
Keeping what?
It's like actually talking. And I heard that room. It said, His name's Blue. It's like his name tag is Blue.
Okay, watch your eyes by this. Come on over.
Come on over, weird clone.
Woo. Plant down. There wasn't anything in it, but good morning, guys. It's actually still morning. Zip ties, don't mind those. Welcome to Memorial Day. It has rained for like 3 days straight. The poor chickens is nasty. One of the roosting poles is broken, but hopefully we will get that fixed here today in a little while. We'll be putting in some new roosting poles for them, but I just wanted to show this sunflower was planted on accident, but that's where it is. And our cosmos are blooming, the bachelor buttons, my hydrangea. Somebody said, my friend Verita said I should plant my chicks in a pot. I actually thought about it, but next to it we got, that looks like a tree right there. From here down, everything is pretty much ground. Like, these won't really get any bigger. Petunias will kind of sprawl out, but they won't get bigger. This is all that stuff, this stuff over here. So it won't get too big. We do got some sweet peas in there. Well, hopefully they'll just climb up that. It looks like I got a morning glory in there that I'm gonna have to pluck. I don't want that in there. But yeah, there's different. My dahlias are doing good. They're coming up there. These are dahlias here. There's some coming out there. We got a cat. We got some chicks. They're not gonna hurt anything, I don't think.
Well, the one she had up there had such a swag in it, and that one of them turkeys would get on it.
Mama,
Yeah,
look!
with Journey yesterday, she landed back in the crap. Well, that. What does that do?
We got the chef.
Fries the other ones? Oh, wow.
Dum 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 dum.
Sacrifices. Oh no.
Hi guys, welcome to the vlog. It is Tuesday, so I didn't film anything after that yesterday. Is it cold? Is it chilly? I don't know. Pepper jelly has been made. There's one more that needs to pop right there. These all popped. Shall we watch it and see if it pops? Come on, you can do it. All these have popped. Come on. Yay! All of them popped. Dun 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 dun. Hi guys. So welcome to Wednesday. I really didn't vlog. I really haven't been vlogging anything. I think I vlogged a little bit Memorial Day, Monday. And I think I tried to vlog yesterday, but didn't. And I've been very busy working on just everything before we go to Michigan. So when you know, if you run a farm and you go on vacation, you gotta that was just my security camera down in the chicken pen. So I don't even know what I vlogged, what I didn't vlog. So I will just try to give you guys just some updates. So the chicken coop down by the goat pen is finished. Right now it's just a run, and he was going to build a coop, and coop is the house part. But I told him I am debating on whether I actually want a coop in that one. The other one, I definitely want a coop. We're going to move the coop that we have. Although I think, we'll see. I told him instead of building a coop, if we built just that wall, because we have one solid wall, if we just built like nesting boxes just across there. I don't know how many would fit, but that would be just a very, I think that would be a good idea, because number one, my chickens, so I only have my older chickens, the ones that are 6 years old, and I don't know if the Isa Brown, she might go in there too, but for the most part, only the old chickens sleep inside of the coop, the chicken coop, the house. The rest of them sleep on bars out in the run. And so, right now, the chickens, we built the little tree, and they've got, I want to put another board up. So he's got one going across my, that wasn't my initial idea, but when I come out there, it was already done. So, but he's like, you can still run one clear across if that's what you want to do. But yeah, I wanted to run one clear across with those little braces. But then he said we can just anchor one from the one that's there now, and it will kind of be like, because it's like this, and it's in the corner, and then you have the tree, and then he said we can do another one from that one to in the corner, so it'll just be like, anyway. So maybe we'll do that tomorrow. I did order hardware cloth to go around it. We were gonna go out and buy it, and it was cheaper on Amazon, so, and it said we'd get it the next day, which would have been Tuesday. So we said, okay, ordered it. Then it updated the ship date till Wednesday. So I'm like, okay, as long as it shows up Wednesday. It hasn't showed up. It hasn't even been shipped yet. So we wanted to do it before we go. We want to put an apron, it's called like an apron, around the chicken coop. So what you do, a lot of people will dig a trench and lay, still says arriving today, malarkey. It also says your package was left on your porch, but that wasn't it. Arriving today. So I don't know what's going on. Oh, I am able to cancel the item. But we were going to tack it, so if I was going to show you. Oh, we'll use this. We'll use my phone. So if this is the chicken coop, we are going to lay the hardware cloth like on the ground and then up the coop and then staple it, or you know, so when a critter comes to try to dig, they'll be digging on the hardware cloth and they won't be able to dig up and go under the coop. Yeah, so I'm still very leery. I'm very on edge. My chickens haven't been that far. Our coop is really close to our house, so we have less likelihood of you know, predators coming this close, because they don't want to get that close to us, right? They don't like us that much. And so, hello. Why do you look purple? You are purple, but why are you not with the other purple? Sorry, I'm just talking to the tool. Okay. Oh no. That's not a good sign. So, anyway, That's the whole coop thing. Yeah, just leery about them being that far away. I got cameras set up, so I mean, but cameras is one thing. You can see it, you can watch it. You can't do anything about it if you're, you know, not near. So I am making a ribbon trim. It is the last ribbon trim I have to make. I don't know if I actually talked about it on my channel. I know there was a clip that I had filmed before, and it probably have to cancel this one. Maybe not. We'll see. Okay. Anyway, sorry guys, sorry. So I had talked about it, and then that clip didn't, like, something was off with it, and so when I edit, it won't let me, it'll only go so far, and it just like freezes up. So all of the clip, something got distorted or wasn't there or something, so I just deleted it because I'm like, who cares? But I did, in that clip I was talking about how I quit Etsy. I didn't fully quit Etsy, but I quit Etsy. I currently have, I can't say, I have to keep my Etsy shop open for the winter months because I need to have an income. And how I'm currently doing it, because I don't know how people are making money on Etsy. I seriously don't. All of my Etsy orders are coming from mainly offsite ads. In their offsite ads, they charge you 12% if you make over 10,000 and 15% if you don't. So I didn't make over 10,000, so I get charged 15% of what an item sells for. Etsy itself takes an estimated amount of 9.6% after you add up all of their fees. So you have a 4.6%, I think it is, fee of what it sells for. I don't know what that fee is called. Then you have like a processing fee, which is another percentage. I don't remember what that percentage is of the total sale. So these, you know, they take 6.9% of the total sale for this fee. They take another, I don't remember what it was for this other fee, and they take another 25 cents per transaction something fee, a 20-cent listing fee. So once you add in all of your percentages and your cents, it estimates to be, I think it is 9.6%. Let me Google this. I'm not, let me see. So on here, they say Etsy charges 3 primary mandatory fees on every sale. A 20-cent listing fee, a 6.5%, I thought it was, anyway, 6.5% transaction fee, which applies to the total listing price, shipping and gift wrapping, etc., and a payment processing fee that varies by location, 3% plus 25 cents. So a 6.5% plus a 3% is 9.5% plus your 20 cents plus your 25 cents. So that is what they charge. So 9.5% plus 25 cents plus 20 cents, and then an offsite ad is going to charge me 15% of that total sale. So right there is 25% of what the item sells for. In addition to that, you have to order your supplies, make it the item, ship the item, pay for shipping supplies, all of this. And you guys, it's like I felt as if I'm working for nothing, and that's partially my fault. I should be charging more, right? But then when you charge more, you don't get any sales. So it's like, what are you gonna do? When I figured out how much I actually made off Etsy for this month, and all of the time I had spent working down here, one day I worked the entire day. I made, I don't remember how many ribbon trims, and then I worked on shirts, and it was late when I went to bed, and I was exhausted, and I had to get up and still finish some more stuff the next day. And it took me another, I started in the afternoon and I wasn't done until sometime in the evening. Like, I worked in the afternoon, and then I went up, made dinner. After dinner, you know, hung out for a little while, and then came back down and finished up, you know, everything. And so, and this was around May 15th, somewhere in there, May 14th. It was during the middle of the month. And I didn't have like any money from Etsy, and I'm like, what, you know, what's going on? I'm working all these hours. And so I went and looked, and it was like, you made, it was like I screenshotted it. I'm not trying to tell business, but this is just Etsy. It's not my, you know, I have other revenues of income, but this is, I'm just talking about Etsy and how low down dirty it is. Okay, we are, let's see, May 14th. Let's see, is this? Oh, I don't know where it is. I might have deleted it. Anyway, it was like your profit after they took out their fees, after I paid for shipping, after advertising and all that stuff. And my advertising is $1, you guys. I haven't been advertising because it was just sucking my money. It said I made $400 and something, and it was like May 14th or 15th. I don't remember. It was in the middle of the month. And I'm like, I made $400, and that didn't take out the shirts that I purchased. And so I added up the shirts, and it was like I had purchased $100 and something worth of shirts. I had bought stuff off Amazon. It was like $100 and something off Amazon. So after I texted it to Auntie, let me look. So after all that, it was like I had made like $200 for 2 weeks in May. And I'm like, why am I killing myself for this much money? Like, why am I working all, you know, I'd rather not. Like keep your $100 a week, and I'd rather have my time. So oh, $227 after I took out all of the money that I spent on bag. I had to buy shipping bags, I had to buy the little plastic bags, I had to buy aprons, and the backing for the shirts. So after all of that I had purchased in the month of May, I was left with $227 for the month. and it was like halfway through the month. So I'm like, no, we're not going to do that. So I told my husband, you know, I think I can make it without that and not have that stress, because it is stressful. And he said, well, you've been doing this. I've been doing it for like 17 years now. He was like, when did it become stressful? I'm like, it's always stressful. I said, but I think it's more stressful now because Etsy's changed, and it's like they, you know, you can't turn off the Etsy ads, the outside Google ads or whatever it is, the outside advertising, offsite ads. You can't turn that off. Everyone has offsite ads, and if the offsite ad is clicked and they purchase your item, they take 15% of what the item sells for. And I don't think that's fair, and that killed me. That is basically what killed me, because a majority of my sales were coming from off-site ads. It was like one after another, like a little, it has a little megaphone by it, and I'm like, I can't do it. I can't waste my time for pennies. Yeah. So this is the last. I deactivated, I think, all but 6 or 7 of my listings, and they are just shirts, and I call them my easy shirts because they're just easy to make. Like, I don't mind making those ones. Like, if I have to make a shirt and it's those ones, there's not a whole lot of steps to them, so I don't, you know, I don't mind making them. Some of the orders that you get, you know, you might have one that has like a whole bunch of steps, and it's like so time consuming. So anyway, that's that. But I did just get an order, and that was all my stuff is full price. So I do charge $40 for a shirt, and I figured that for that amount of money, I'll be able to make, you know, make money. So my stuff is priced higher, and it's higher than other people on there, and that's just, if they want my item, they'll buy my item, and if not, they can buy from the other people. I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to try to compete with somebody, you know, that can sell their item for 25 bucks. I'm not going to waste my time. My time is more, sorry, that's loud. My time is more precious than that. Not saying their time is not precious, but I'm just saying, for me and myself, I will charge $40 for a embroidered shirt, because that's what it has to be. Shipping's gone up, everything has gone up. Gas is so crazy high, and we're going to Michigan, and it's going to be crazy high. But anyway, and so game plan is, I still have my other revenues of income, one being YouTube, which I haven't been making any money for the past 3 months or more off YouTube, and that's okay. I put my stuff out there. If you watch it, you watch it. If you don't, you don't. If you know, and I'm not doing it to become famous or make a bunch of money. I'm doing it because I like to. I just like to vlog. I don't know why. I just like to document things. I've always been a picture taker. And if I can do that and make, like, it has been $35 a month doing it, then okay. You know, that's it. So, and then I have my other businesses that I have as well. And then I'm starting a new one, which is the farm stand. So I'm really excited about that. And then I started another one, which was my chickens and eggs, and that's really fun for me. I'm like, I don't know. I just love it. I love animals. I love taking care of things. And this is me and my husband were talking because, you know, we have to depend on Papa, Uncle Brian, and Evan to take care of the animals when we're gone. And so, and there's a lot of animals. My husband's like, this is a lot. I'm like, I know, I feel bad. So I tried to alleviate some of the stress by coming up with some hacks. And so far, you know, we're testing them out and it's been working. So I have a huge, I don't even know how many gallons it is. I bought it at Walmart. Trash can. And I use PVC pipe. I know I should like vlog some of this stuff, but some people might not be interested. But I'm curious because I'm gonna go buy another one tomorrow, and I'm gonna do it again for this other coop. And then let me see. Can't you look at your purchases on here? Oh, there it is. 32 gallons. So I got a 32 gallon with a lock lid trash can for $19.97. I'm gonna go buy another one. And I took PVC pipe elbows. I did the plumbing one, so they're bigger. They're 3-inch or 4-inch. I don't remember what. 3 or 4, and it's an elbow, like PVC pipe. It's an elbow, so it goes, you know, it's a 45-degree angle. And so you make a hole in the bottom of the trash can and you put that elbow in, so gravity will feed the food down, but the chickens are able to peck, you know, the food, and slowly it will go down. And so I put 3 of them on the trash can, and I put 3 bags of feed in there. It's pretty full. It should last them probably a month or more. We'll see. And so I went and got more chicken feed today. I need to go put that in my log. I bought 5 bags not too long ago, and I just bought 4 more and a goat. We didn't need the goat, but I figured I'm here, I might as well get it, and then hopefully we won't have to go back until probably towards the end of June. We'll see. But yeah, so yeah, I did that, and then I had another trash can that I put their water cups on and did the water. Yeah, so that will alleviate anyone from having to feed them and water them, and they're not laying eggs yet. So what they'll have to do is check on them, just look and make sure everybody's there and accounted for. Lift the lid on the water, make sure it's good. Lift the lid on the food, make sure it's moving down, and that's it. That's all they have to do. The same thing goes for this other coop. I am going to put, I don't have a trash can to make a bigger waterer for them. No, I don't. I have one, but it doesn't have a lid, and I'm afraid that somebody might fly in it, and you know, so we won't have that. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna have a couple 5-gallon, I already have one 5-gallon water in there. I'm gonna add another one. The turkeys also have one, and they have their feeder, so, and the ducklings will have a 5-gallon water, and they have a big brooder. And the plan is, because they have been in there for how many days now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They've been in there 5 or 6 days right now. It's not terrible. Like normally, like ducks are really dirty, and I was afraid it was going to get like really dirty and nasty. It's not terrible right now. So what we're going to do is, the other brooder next door to them is clean. So before we leave tomorrow, I'm going to move them, and I have a camera set up in that one. I'm going to move them to that brooder with their food and their water, and there's a heater. And I told my son, if it's warm out, just unplug it and plug it back in at night. They do need heat, but it's really hot here, and they're under a tin roof, so it's really hot. but before he leaves, he's going to swap them on Thursday. He's going to pull them out and put them in the brooder next door, and that way they have a clean brooder, and I'll just clean the dirty one when I get back. So that's the plan.
Good night. See you tomorrow. Jesus loves you.